What it is, everybody? You've made it back to another Lock Review Monday. This, of course, is the series where we review, uplift, and promote people with locks. We're gonna flood the internet and show the world the true beauty of this hairstyle in all its forms. So if you want to join the movement and like cool hair, cool style, and want to hang out for a little while, grab your beverages because we've got a good one this week. This week, we present to you Gaiaalternatives, a free-spirited, empathic light worker who you can also find here on YouTube as well. This individual has quite a lovely set of locks. Now you guys know, sorry, that's my cat. Now you guys know I am one for colored locks. I just love it, and we have no exception here. We've got green tips, which, as I've said before, this is the better way to go if you want to retain length, just because you're not touching up your roots so much. And speaking of roots, I just wanted to point these out here because we're going to get back to them in a bit. We've got a lot of wispies, a lot of flyaways that are turned into these little micro baby locks, which I think is really cute. They're almost like the locked version of, laid baby hairs. I just want to point out that this also happens to me. This one got really long and then I just threw an extension on it because I was afraid of it just helps keep my hands out of it, which has been working because it's pretty long now. It's down to about here, and then I have a new one coming in right here, and maybe something will happen to it in the future, but this does happen with locks that are very not frequently retwisted, or say it with me now, freeform. Speaking of, we can observe by this video that she does in fact separate her locks. However, at the roots, they're very fluffy, they stand up a bit, and they do not look like they've been retwisted in quite a few months. So up to this point, I'm gonna say she's a semi-freeformer based on the evidence that we see. And these little baby lock bangs are just giving me life, girl. They're so cute. And the hair even looks damp here a bit, so they may even stand a bit taller when completely dry. And that's just evidence of a coilier hair texture. So I'm going to guess a 4B, 4C type hair texture. Now, would this really be a lock review without the famous braid out styles? I think not. Her braid outs kind of turned out a bit tighter, which instead of giving it that curl, that body wave, it's giving jumbo texture, like macro, what do you call it when the camera takes pictures of really tiny things or really small things, giving that jumbo texture, inflated. It's great. I love it. You see it quite often, but people tend to go for the curls, but I really like this coily, jumbo coily look. And of course, this bright foresty green accents really make it come together, really make the texture pop, and as you can see it through the waves of the braid out. Very nice. Even with these styles, we definitely are getting some length from her. We can see they go down to mid-back. Even with the curls, they're very long. They flow over her shoulders. Very goddess. I like it. I like it. Probably gonna have her sitting at 6 years of lock growth is what it kind of looks like to me. What would you guys say? How long do you think it takes to grow locks to mid-back? I'm putting it at 6 years. Because she has a coilier hair texture, the ends are pretty evenly blunted, although we do see some variations in a few of the ends, but they are largely blunted throughout. I do also like in this set of locks, well, first of all, the accent colors, but also how they sort of fall on her head. It makes it look very full, and they are pretty cylindrical throughout, and they are pretty even throughout. For a free-form set of locks, this is, well, I don't want to say it's uncommon, but it's not the most common. But as we did see earlier, she does separate them, which is probably what has been contributing to the uniformity of her locks. Here we can see her rocking a cool style. I don't know what this is called, but it's really cool. I've definitely seen it around. I've seen it done before, and this is a great way to sort of reduce length and have a cool hairstyle that you can wear that also makes it a bit more practical to just go about your day once your hair has reached a certain length. A great alternative to a bun. It sort of stays out of your face as well, so a little bit better than those twisties where you coil the braid up around itself. I forget what that's called too, please forgive me. Now this is another style that definitely gets your locks out of your face, probably less practical for everyday use, but one that turns heads nevertheless. The most epic palm tree hairstyle in the game, and I also really appreciate this photo because it does give us an idea of like how it grows over time. I love this photo for two reasons. I love how it demonstrates the growth and the evolution of her locks, but I also just love that like coily hair is just so gravity defying. Like yeah, I know there's elastics and stuff, but even at that length, she got it to stick up at that length, at that weight, at that length. Yeah, it's amazing. Another great time warp photo, as we were talking about in the beginning of the video, you can see those small baby locks have now evolved into actual locks. They've got some size now to them, they've got their texture, and they have joined the lock family atop her head. They were baby hairs, like true baby hairs before, to baby like micro lock situation, and now they're tiny locks, and you can definitely see that they're well on their way to becoming like true locks. So if this is happening to you, please look at this and know that they will turn into locks eventually. You just got to be patient with it, which is the name of the game. But this is hard evidence, y'all. Hard evidence. So as we go through, we can see that the green is gone, although this is temporary, I believe. We also see some different looks, some different styles, more, should I say, like classy, more like upscale city styles, really nice photo shoot. But also we notice that she actually does maintain her locks. She does throw in a good retwist style every now and then. However, it is very few and far between, which is good. It's very healthy for your scalp to leave it alone every now and then, but we do see here that she rocks some updos, some retwists, and some styles. These are looking great. They are looking amazing. It doesn't hurt my eyes to look at her scalp, even in this day one, minute one, hour one fresh retwist. You know how that gets me, guys. You know how that gets me. So fantastic locks, Gaiaalternatives. You have a wicked set of crowns. Thank you so much for letting us review your locks, and to you guys, thank you so much for watching this review with me. I will include some snippets of her content, but I implore you to go check them out. She makes great content on spirituality and some funny TikTok style videos. So go check those out and go check me out. I will leave all of the links that you will need in the description below. And until next time, bye.